The intervention ambush was perfectly timed, or so they thought. I'd just made it through the semifinals of the Global Gaming Championship, my hands still trembling from the adrenaline of a clutch victory that had the commentators screaming. One more match. One more win between me and the $10 million grand prize that would shut up every condescending relative who'd ever called me a waste of potential. That's when they struck. Surprise! We're here to help. Aunt Linda burst through my apartment door, using the spare key I'd stupidly given her, followed by what looked like my entire extended family. They'd even brought a banner. Intervention. Gaming addiction stops today. My hands froze on my controller. On my monitor, the championship lobby showed 47 minutes until the grand finals. My opponent, Korea's legendary Deathblade, was probably warming up right now. Maya, sweetheart. My mother stepped forward, tears already flowing. We're here because we love you. What the hell? I started, but Uncle Richard cut me off. No, Maya. It's time to listen. This obsession has gone too far. He gestured around my gaming setup with disgust. You're 28 years old, living like a teenager. My cousin Brad unrolled a poster board covered in statistics about gaming addiction. My sister Emma had printed out articles about failure to launch syndrome. Even my grandmother was there, clutching her rosary. I'm in the middle of, put down the controller and get a life. Uncle Richard bellowed, reaching for my setup. I instinctively blocked him, protecting my $5,000 gaming rig. Don't touch anything. I'm literally in the World Championship finals. That's exactly the delusion we're here to address, Aunt Linda said, pulling out her phone to show a PowerPoint. I've researched treatment facilities. There's a lovely place in Montana. Treatment facilities? I laughed, but it came out slightly hysterical. I'm not addicted. I'm a professional esports player. Professional, Brad scoffed. Playing video games isn't a profession, Maya. It's escapism. On my screen, notifications popped up. Tournament admin. Shadow Queen, confirm ready status in 45 minutes. Team Liquid manager. You good? Saw your location status go red. Deathblade. GLHF in finals, smiley face. See? Emma pointed at my screens. Even now, you can't stop looking at it. Classic addiction behavior. I'm looking because I'm literally about to play for $10 million. These delusions of grandeur, Dr. Patricia Morse, whom I just noticed sitting in my kitchen, spoke up. An actual therapist. They'd brought a therapist. Maya, part of addiction is creating fantasy scenarios where your behavior is justified. It's not a fantasy. I shouted, then forced myself to calm down. Tilt was the enemy. I couldn't go into finals tilted. Look, just Google Global Gaming Championship. It's happening right now. I'm Shadow Queen. I'm in the finals. We know you call yourself that online, Mom said gently. Dr. Morse explained that creating alter egos is common in gaming addiction. A donation alert popped up on my stream, which, oh God, was still live. I'd been streaming my semifinals run to 150,000 viewers, who were now watching my family stage an intervention. Twitch user 2847 donated $500 *. Is this real mo? Ninja Fanboy donated $200 *. Someone save Shadow Queen. Esports Daily donated $1,000 *. Most insane content ever. What's that noise? Grandma asked, squinting at my setup. That's my stream. I'm live. To 150,000 people, who are now watching you stage an intervention. You see? Dr. Morse nodded knowingly. She's created an elaborate fantasy where thousands of people watch her play games. This is more serious than we thought. I grabbed my phone, pulling up the tournament bracket. Look, this is real. But they wouldn't look. They'd decided on their reality, and mere evidence wouldn't change it. Enough, Uncle Richard announced. We're taking you to Montana tonight. I've already called your landlord about breaking your lease. You what? And I've spoken to your old boss at the marketing firm, Aunt Linda added. He's willing to give you another chance, despite how you left. I left because I was making 6 figures streaming. The fantasy income, Dr. Morse made a note. Interesting. On my stream, Chaos. Twitch staff had entered chat. 3 esports news outlets were requesting interviews. My sponsor was DMing frantically. The official tournament channel was asking why I hadn't confirmed ready. Maya, Emma approached slowly like I was a wild animal. We found your bank statements. We know you've been living off savings. This has to stop. Those aren't savings. That's my prize money and sponsorship revenue. Sponsorships, Brad laughed. Right. Red Bull is sponsoring you to sit in your pajamas. I was, in fact, wearing Red Bull merch. My contract required it during streams. 40 minutes until finals, I muttered, doing the math. If I could just get them out. She's counting down to her next gaming session, Dr. Morse observed. Classic dependency behavior. She can't focus on reality. That's when my teammate Jake burst through the door, which my family had left wide open. Maya, what the hell? The whole esports world is watching your family. He stopped, seeing the intervention banner. Oh my God, it's real. Another gaming addict, Uncle Richard concluded. Birds of a feather. Addict. Jake laughed. She's about to play for more money than you'll see in a lifetime, dude. Don't enable her delusions, Mom warned. Jake pulled out his phone, showing them his bank app. This is what I made last year playing professionally. Maya makes triple this. They wouldn't even look. 35 minutes. I was panicking now. Please, I am begging you. Just let me play this match. 1 hour. Then we can talk about whatever you want. Bargaining, Dr. Morse nodded. Another classic sign. I'll show you the tournament. I pulled up the official stream on my TV. The commentators were discussing the upcoming finals. And Shadow Queen's innovative playstyle has redefined the meta, the analyst was saying. Her match against Deathblade might be the most anticipated finals in GGC history. My family stared at the TV. Deep fakes, Brad concluded. AI can do anything now. I wanted to scream. That's enough, Uncle Richard decided. We're leaving. Now. The car is outside. I'm not going anywhere. Then we'll call the police and have you involuntarily committed, Aunt Linda said. Dr. Morse has already signed the paperwork. For playing video games? For living in delusion and being a danger to yourself, Dr. Morse corrected. My phone exploded with notifications. The tournament director was calling. I answered on speaker. Shadow Queen? This is Michael Chun, GGC tournament director. We're seeing some unusual activity on your stream. Are you okay? Do you need us to delay the match? No, I practically screamed. I'll be there. Don't delay. Who is this person? Mom demanded. Another gamer enabling her? Ma'am, Michael's voice was patient. I'm the director of a tournament with a $50 million prize pool. Your daughter is about to compete for $10 million. Perhaps you could let her. Uncle Richard grabbed my phone and hung up. These scammers, he shook his head. Preying on vulnerable young people. On my stream, the viewer count had hit 400,000. The intervention was going viral in real time. 25 minutes. Stop counting. Emma pleaded. Maya, please. We're trying to save your life. That's when the apartment building's fire alarm went off. Everyone froze. Is that? Grandma started. Everyone out. Jake yelled. Fire. Fire in the building. My family rushed for the door in panic. Jake grabbed my arm, winking. There's no fire, he whispered. But my girlfriend works building management. She owed me one. You've got maybe 10 minutes before they realize and come back. Win this thing. As my family evacuated, I locked the door, barricaded it with my couch, and threw on my headset. Sorry, chat, I said to the 500,000 viewers now watching. Family drama. Where were we? The chat exploded. Legendary. Your family gonna eat those words. Win it for everyone with boomer parents. I cracked my knuckles, loaded into the finals lobby, and messaged Deathblade. Sorry for the delay. Ready to give these people a show. Born ready, he replied. May the best player win. The match started. Everything else faded away. No intervention, no family, no forced trip to Montana. Just me, my controller, and the $10 million match. It was brutal. Deathblade was a legend for a reason. We went to Game 5, final round, both one hit from death. The commentators were losing their minds. The viewer count hit 2.8 million, a new record. In the final seconds, I hit a combo I'd been practicing for 6 months. A move so technical, most pros considered it impossible in tournament conditions. Shadow Queen with the Phantom Strike. I don't believe it. She's done it. The victory screen flashed. Confetti animations filled my screen. The chat became an incomprehensible blur of celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, your new world champion, Shadow Queen. I set down my controller with shaking hands. $10 million. I'd done it. My door shook as my family pounded on it, having discovered the false alarm. Maya, open this door. I unlocked it, and they flooded back in, Uncle Richard red-faced and furious. You think this is funny? We're trying to. Shut up, I said calmly, pulling up my phone. Everyone shut up and watch. I showed them my bank app as the prize money hit my account. $10 million pending clearance. The room went silent. That's... Mom's voice was faint. That can't be real. Oh, it's real, Jake said from the doorway, filming everything. Your gaming addict daughter just became one of the highest paid athletes in the world. But, Aunt Linda stammered. The intervention, I said, standing up slowly. For my gaming addiction just cost you relationships with the new multimillionaire in the family. Hope it was worth it. Dr. Morse quietly packed up her papers and slipped out. Maya, Uncle Richard tried. We were just concerned. You were just ignorant, I corrected. And judgmental. And so convinced you knew better that you couldn't spend 5 minutes Googling what I actually do for a living. My phone rang, ESPN wanting an interview. Then the Washington Post. Then Red Bull CEO calling to congratulate me personally. We didn't know, Emma said quietly. Because you never asked. You just assumed. For 3 years, I've been competing professionally. Winning tournaments. Building a career. And you all just saw video games and decided I was wasting my life. Grandma approached slowly. You won $10 million? Playing the Nintendo. PC, Grandma. But yes. She nodded once. Good. Never liked Richard anyway. Too judgy. Mom, Uncle Richard protested. The intervention banner lay crumpled on the floor. Someone had stepped on it in the chaos. So, Brad said awkwardly, do you need a financial advisor? Because I know a guy. Get out, I said. All of you. Except Grandma. Grandma can stay. Maya, please, Mom begged. We're family. Family doesn't ambush you during the biggest moment of your career. Family doesn't try to have you committed for being successful in a field they don't understand. How are we supposed to know? Aunt Linda demanded. You could have asked. I shouted, finally losing my composure. One question. Hey Maya, how's your gaming career going? That's all it would have taken. They filed out slowly, mumbling excuses and accusations. Only Grandma remained, settling into my gaming chair. Show me how this Nintendo works, she said. If you're going to be rich, I should probably understand what you do. I laughed, exhausted and exhilarated. It's not Nintendo, but sure. My phone buzzed. A text from Mom. I'm sorry. Can we talk? Maybe. Eventually. But first, I had interviews to do, sponsors to meet, and a championship to celebrate. The intervention banner still lay on my floor. I left it there as a reminder. The people who try to save you from your dreams are usually the ones who abandon their own. And sometimes the best response to get a life is to build one they never imagined possible. Later that night, I posted one photo to Instagram, me holding the championship trophy, standing on the crumpled intervention banner, with the caption, Addiction Status, Champion. It got 2.3 million likes. Uncle Richard blocked me. I bought Grandma a gaming PC. Life was good.